Hi guys, welcome to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Jenny. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel and if you like my content, make sure that you do subscribe, and you can also turn on the post notifications. Now today's video is going to be the Q&A that I was planning on doing. I wrote about this on my Instagram. So yeah, if you're interested in that, keep on watching. While I answer your questions, I will have to do some decorating on some gingerbread men. I actually filmed a video about it. I'm not sure how it turned out, so I might post it or might not. And I also want to give a quick shout out to Danica Christine. She made a very lovely video about me, where she basically, with all the drama that's been going on, was just saying, hey, I support you, and she was being really nice. So for me, that's always very nice to get good feedback, because I'm still such a small account. I really like people giving me feedback if it is helpful. Like, feedback that is helpful is always appreciated. So I will link her channel and that video down below, because I really liked it and I think she needs a lot more subscribers. And what am I going to do? Oh yeah, gingerbread man. I need some inspiration because I've never actually decorated gingerbread man before. Oh yeah, that's kind of cute. Ooh, this is going to be exciting. It's like painting but with like sugar. And I get why people like say you really are a blonde. So alright, the first question that I want to answer to is, what is your zodiac sign? I'm a Gemini, so that's spelling in German, but I grew up in a Christian household and I was never really introduced to zodiac signs because we just didn't believe in that. And zodiac signs, I don't think I will ever like believe in them or something, but I definitely want to look more into them because I think it sounds very interesting. I don't think I will ever be like looking them up every day and stuff, but zodiac signs aren't really my thing, but I also barely know anything about them, so you know. What are your big picture life goals, like husband, kids, job and all that stuff? I definitely do want to marry in the future. It's not in my mind at the moment. If you've known me before I came to Australia, you will know that I was actually engaged already, but that didn't work out, and I feel like it's not my time yet to get married. So that's definite. I don't see me getting married in the near future. Kids, now that I've like worked as an au pair, I kind of know how hard it is to actually manage kids, and I don't see myself in that position for the next 10 years, so I'll definitely want to wait until I'm like maybe 29 or 30. So I'm 20 now, but I am open. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm just not sure. I don't know, like maybe I'll suddenly be like, yeah, I want 5 kids now. It's lovely to have kids, I just don't want them now. After I was an au pair, I was like, yeah, right, I could probably wait another 10 years. And then with my job, I'm not really sure. Like, I really enjoy what I'm doing now. I study social media marketing. I really like that, and marketing itself really interests me. But I'm not sure if I want to do it the long term, and I don't really know what I want to do in long term in general. Like, what I do now, I like to create content on my Instagram, like, and if I had like a job that could offer me something where I can work with social media, I would definitely do that, because I just love social media. Yeah, I just really like it. So if ever the opportunity comes up to make money with that, I would definitely be down for it. But I also, on the other hand, would love to study like psychology, and journalism really interests me as well. Like, I have so many interests, and I think I'm very good at writing. I think with anything where I can be creative or like analyze people's feelings would be very interesting. I'll have to put this in the microwave. This is not working. I really don't want to settle, at least for now. I'm very open to like exploring even more countries. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I should really study and I should really do what everyone else is doing and go to university, but like, I don't even know what I want to study. I think it would just be a waste of time, to be honest, if I don't exactly know what I'm what I want to do.
Oh, right, these look very ugly.
Right, next question. How long are you planning to stay in Australia for? So definitely until my course finishes. As I just said, I do study social media marketing, so I'll have to stay. Well, I don't have to stay, like I can go home, but I want to stay, or I'm allowed to stay until that finishes, which is in 1 year. I don't know if I want to stay here or not. Like, obviously it's pretty hard with getting a visa and stuff, but like if I would want to put all that effort in studying here with all the money and stuff, because it's very expensive, or if I want to go back, but I really don't want to go back. I just don't enjoy the cold, and I don't know, I'd rather live somewhere where it's warm. So I don't know how long I will stay. How did you find out about your video going viral? I found out about it because Daily Mail sent me an email asking if they could use my video for one of their articles, and I was working at that time, so I did see that they sent me an email, but I couldn't reply. If you're gonna like say something good about it, I don't mind, but like please don't say something bad. And yeah, well, they did. Yeah, so I found out about that because I gained a lot of subscribers on that day when I got off. I was checking my phone and I was like, this is very weird. I usually don't get that many comments and messages, and they were really rude messages with it, and I was like, I don't understand. And then I checked Daily Mail because I was like, oh, they sent me an email, maybe it's something to do with that, and it had. So I saw myself on the like front side of their website, and I saw my video. The next thing is planning to thank Butterfield about your new subscribers. And I honestly don't. His video was just very rude, and I don't see any point in thanking him for that. Like, he basically teared me apart. I don't see any point in saying thank you to someone who's that rude, even if it is comedy and it's supposed to be funny. So I'm not going to say thank you, because I think through Isaac, I didn't make that many subscribers. Most of my subscribers I got through the Daily Mail, and then through Butterfield it was only like 100 or 200 subscribers, which isn't that much. I gained like 600 through the Daily Mail. So if people subscribe to your channel, it's not because Isaac made fun of me, it's because they like my content, like they checked out my channel. Obviously he did promote, like obviously he did talk about it, and he didn't even link it though, which is weird. So like, I'm not gonna say thank you for my new subscribers if he didn't even like link the video. Like, he could have at least done that. But yeah, no. Parma or palmy? Now I don't know what that one means, so I'll have to. Is it chicken parma or palmy? What chicken? Oh, the Great Australian Debate. So that's a thing, right? I'd say chicken parma. Oh, palmy, chicken palmy. Yeah, palmy sounds nice. What's your favorite country you've traveled to? So this one's a nice one. It's because it sounds weird, but it is actually Australia. I'm not sure about it now. What the heck? Before all of this happened, it definitely was Australia, and I've talked about this in my videos, but they were all in German, so Australian people didn't know. What other travel goals do you have for Australia? So I have not been to Melbourne yet, and I haven't been to the Whitsunday, so these are definitely on my list. But at the moment I'm kind of trying to focus on studying and not so much on traveling, because I just don't have the money for it, to be honest. How come your Australian accent is almost flawless? Now, my Australian accent is not flawless. And I also don't try to have like an Australian accent. I just talk. I don't try to impress anyone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think my accent is flawless, but a lot of people say that I do sound very Australian. It does flatter me, because I think it's very nice to get to hear that. Are you looking for boyfriend applications? So I am currently in a relationship, and he's an Australian boy. I am very happy, so I'm not looking for boyfriend applications. Do you have any interest in finding an Australian boyfriend or girlfriend? If so, where do you think you would live? So as I just said, I already have an Australian boyfriend. So like right now I am living in Australia. Australia, so there's no question about that. Like, I don't have problems with trying to live at a certain place, but I am, since I just said that I'm very open to my future, like I don't know what's going to happen because I'm studying at the moment, I wouldn't mind moving somewhere else, but I will never, or at this stage, I won't change my location or change where I live just because of a person. I wouldn't want to change where I live only because of another person, but I would definitely compromise, if that makes any sense. But at this stage, I just don't want to change my circumstances because of a certain person. How long have you been in Australia for? Because you have such a strong accent. I have been in Australia for almost 1.5 years, but I've been in Germany between that time. So I've been at home for like 3 months. So I'd say I live here for maybe 15 months in total now. As I just said, I pick up the language really quickly, and that's why I probably sound Australian. Why Australia? After school, I really wanted to travel the world, kind of, but I wanted to be an au pair, and I kind of wanted to go to America first, but that didn't work out because I would have gone with an agency and I would have to do a whole year because of their visa and requirements and stuff. And I didn't want to do a whole year. In Australia though, I ended up having a whole year. It didn't work out with America, and then I thought, okay, so the next country that I really would love to see is Australia. I've loved Australia since I was a child. I've always watched like the shows which are like Blue Water High and then H2O Just At Water and Dance Academy and all those Australian shows that we used to watch as kids, and I would just love them. My biggest dream as a child was like, there's this one show, it's called Sleepover Club, and they used to like go to the beach after their school and like have a milkshake and stuff, and I was like, that's so cool. That was so, like, that was literally my childhood dream. And now I live here and I can go to the beach, and yeah, it makes me so happy. Oh, I could actually go to all those places where my favorite childhood shows and stuff. Yeah, I really wanted somewhere warm and I really wanted somewhere with a beach. So why did you choose Brisbane? I actually started being an au pair in Airlie Beach. I found my family through Facebook. Basically with the family, it just didn't work out. We didn't have the same kind of vibe, you know? This is not really a thing for me, and I decided that quite quickly because I knew it was my gap year. And even though I was like sad to say, hey, I don't want to work for you, I was like, I really have to look at myself on this one. I really have to figure out what I want from this year. And so I changed my host family, and the family that I met and the family that I moved to after that, I met through Facebook as well. And they lived in Brisbane, and it was basically one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had because the family was just so lovely. They made me feel like a part of the family, and it basically feels like I have a second family in Australia now. Brisbane was actually always my dream because Tammy Hambrow lives on the Gold Coast, and I always watched her videos back then, and kind of not because of Tammy Hambrow, but I always saw when she was going somewhere it was always warm, and I was like, oh, I really like that. I really want to live where she lives because it's so beautiful. Do you want to stay in Australia, or are you planning to come back at some point? If I want to stay in Australia, I have to get like a visa, and that's very expensive, or I would have to study again and then get like a job or something. So I'm not sure how I will work it all out, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more out there for me or to see to figure out what you want to do and where you want to do it. I'm not sure if I want to come back to Germany. At some point I will definitely miss my family a lot, and if I have children, I would love my mum and my dad to see them grow up, which is in like 10 years when I want to have children. Yeah, I just simply don't know. I have no idea. So the last question I have is, what are your hobbies? My hobbies are definitely YouTube and Instagram. It's definitely a big hobby for me. I love to create content on there. So I would say my hobbies are definitely just meeting up with friends, eating acai bowls, drinking coffee, watching YouTube, watching Netflix, yeah, so I think that is actually it. Yeah, so I think that's actually it with this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you actually found it a bit interesting and liked it. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what other videos you would like to see in the future. You can also follow me on Instagram. Yeah, hope you have an awesome day. Bye.